Oh, that was funny. My headphones are falling out my ears. Where am I going? Over here.
Hey,
Oh,
who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if
Why
you reach
does
for your
it
gun,
look
it'll hit the floor faster than you can say
like his
poetic
mum was
justice.
human
I got nothing to
and
hide.
his dad was one of them, you know, them fish that live in like the really deep parts of the ocean with the lantern on its head? Do you know what I mean? It looks like one of them and a human had sex somehow and he was born. That's a sound if we ever, isn't it though? Why do we can't just ask somebody why they look part fish. What we're going to anyway.
What kind of... why do you... your face,
Smooth.
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know
I mean, I feel sorry for him.
Never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Good for you. Good for you. Just
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances.
okay.
You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
I kind of feel sorry for the fish people.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I've heard
I
enough.
think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest. Have mercy.
I kind of feel sorry for him.
I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Need
he
some time
did
to
commit
think.
murder.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have.
Oh,
a
now
few
you're trying to
bullets.
bribe me. I don't take bribes. Maybe just this once.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
I do kind of feel sorry for him. Not gonna lie, but he did commit murder. And I may have just robbed him and told him that I wasn't going to tell him, and actually I may tell.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Hey Dalton, how are we doing? I don't know what you mean. I didn't see nothing. No one saw nothing. Take the fish from the fisherman? Exactly. And just
What the? Get the. Oh.
one more.
What the? Get the. Oh.
Oh, that's the fucking best line ever. Oh, I'm taking that for my scrapbook. That's cool. Mind Palace. Albert was murdered. Lois was affected by hysteria. There we go. We did it. Right. Lois was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. That's what I believe. Is that he was affected and... Right, Lewis was under mental influence. Lewis killed Albert while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert will have his head. I mean, considering that we're in a place that's almost underwater and there's little alien creatures that run on hands, I feel like the fact he was not in control of himself isn't too far out of the realm of possibility, to be honest. So that's how I feel like that goes. I found Lewis Flynn hiding at the local bar. He admitted he was at the crime scene but can't remember exactly how he killed Albert. He claims that he was under mental influence just like the other fishermen and that he was not in control of himself. He asked me to not give him up to Robert. I could either reveal Lewis's whereabouts or save him and lie to Robert. Well, do I do the right thing or do I do the potentially morally right thing?
You want a drink?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Want a drink?
What's your strongest ale in the house? Do you like my spade? Pretty cool spade, huh? Look at it in all its glory.
Hey, knock it off!
You knock it off! Oh, do you want a fight?
Hey,
That's right.
Knock it off!
Oh, you move. Bitch. Alright, what's back here? Gimme, gimme, gimme. I need all them boulets. I feel like the fact that Albert's dead is not our problem. And I feel... I don't know, I feel something. I feel it in my bones. What's this? Guys, I'm in the doghouse. I'm so funny. Right, well now that we've uncovered the murder, do we go home now? Is that... Oh, I fell. I don't know what I expected around it, but... I'm a corrupt private eye, it would seem. What do we do? What do we do? At the end of the day, he killed somebody, but then it was... What do we do, guys? Do we lie? Or do we tell the truth? Because I feel... I don't know. I feel like I want to cover for him, but that's not the right thing to do. Because at the end of the day, he did murder somebody, but then he wasn't in his right head. I feel like there is something deeper here. But if you could get him on for like manslaughter or something, then maybe. But I feel like if we told him, Lewis would be dead within the next hour. And I feel for him, you know, but then... Is it a law on this island to commit murder? I want to know the law. Oh, I don't know what to do. You know what? A murder's not my problem.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. There was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beasts. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me.
It helps I have supernatural abilities and I'm like Sherlock Holmes' descendant or some shit, but...
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Geological expedition? Those are some big words.
Geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
The first book? Oh, what, of Dark Fae?
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly.
It's Defo
She opposed
Cthulhu,
the
Daddy.
expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
We weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
The fact that there's monkey people and fish people kind of deny scientific explanations, to be honest. Just saying.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Wait, so Lewis killed Albert because he knew something? Have we just covered for somebody who could potentially be even worse than we originally thought? No. Because we thought he was not in control of himself. Let's talk payment.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and...
So we need to go and talk
when you're
to
finished,
Miss
come see me
Dobrand,
at the
don't we?
Throckmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port.
I want the
I'll
bullets.
also include a fair advance in bullets.
He
Bullets?
knows.
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Whenever he says Mr. Reed, all I can think of is liar, liar. I got a shitload of stuff then. Frosty, well, complete. I completed a case. Look at me, I'm big brain. Do you see this? Big brain. You? You don't have a bigger brain as me. Because I am big brain with supernatural powers. Big brain. Big brain. Alright, what we're doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Help? Law. Mythos. Oh, that's the fortune teller, right? With my metal cage. Okay, you gave me a key to the expedition's headquarters. It's in the northern cover side of the crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Right, where's Asher Road and Hubert Avenue? Asher Road. Did anybody see Asher Road and Hubert thing? Asher Road. I can't read maps. Oh, Asher Road, found it. And Hubert here. So this is where I need to be, right? Please tell me I can get a vehicle there. That's not where I want it to be. How do I take this off? Edit. What is happening? Crossroad of Asher. But yeah, that's correct, isn't it? There. Right? I feel like that's correct. Right, before we make our way there, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Forgot to unmute myself. Right. Let me take a picture for my scrapbook. Boom! But first, let me... Oh, it's part of the game. I was like, why do I have a red and green stripe just randomly there? I was like, what's my green screen picking up? I'm a silly goose. Stay back. Stay back. Grimhaven Bay. What? That's not good, we just collapsed. My hat! Well then. Lost at sea, Robert funded the expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. The seabed? Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. There's been a murder. I was hired to find any other expedition members alive or dead. Frogmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. If you die, your last save will be... Huh. Oh, that's the picture
Crew
that...
of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
I don't know what that means. My diary, part 1. Guys, don't read my diary. Gosh. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. I only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive, and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, stark, half mad and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real. But my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on the island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. Ah. Curtain mechanics, nice. Ah. What's this? Charles W. Reed. The 21st of the 3rd, 1917. The 9th to the 10th, 94.
Never again, they say.
Never again. What do you mean, never again? What? To me, that sounds like birth dates and death dates. Oh, bless me. A crumpled letter. Mr. Reed. You are the rare example of a man who treated one of my kind humanly, and I feel I have to repay the debt to you. Take this as a friendly piece of advice. Run! Save your life, and leave this drock city to the depths. Don't dig into its secrets, for they are not worth it. There's nothing good left here. I believe you can find a way to escape. Please heed my words. Lewis. That's cute that he's given me a handwritten letter, but how did he get into my apartment? Wardrobe? Oh, we got customization. Yo. What? What? Why do we have an octopus on our head? I don't understand. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna go this one. Oh, now I feel sick.